Time is 5:54. Here's a look at your Thursday morning rush. Arizona election officials are stressing all voter ballots will be counted. This comes as Sharpiegate posts circulate on social media. Users claim election officials in Arizona's Maricopa County provided voters with Sharpie pens that canceled out votes, specifically those for President Trump. Elections officials say Sharpies were used so the ink would not smudge when ballots were counted. The former police officer known as the Golden State Killer begins his life sentence. 74-year-old Joseph Dangelo arrived at a California prison. He avoided the death penalty by pleading guilty to 13 murders and rape-related charges dating back to the 70s and 80s. 350,000 Ford Explorers are being recalled. Select vehicles from 2013 to 2017 have problems with the rear suspension that can limit steering control. Ford says the issue has led to at least 13 reported accidents and 6 injuries. Earlier this year, Ford recalled the 2020 Explorer due to an electrical malfunction. And there's one race providing some much-needed comic relief this election. A French Bulldog named Wilbur is the new mayor of Rabbit Hash. That's a small town in Kentucky. He took the seat from Gwyneth Paltrow, the pit bull incumbent. People were allowed to vote as many times as they wanted. Each vote cost $1. The money goes toward the town's historical society. And that is a look at your Thursday morning rush.
Gwyneth Paltrow.